Welcome to our Virtual Law Legal Analysis series. In today's episode, we will discuss the case of Commissioner of Internal Revenue versus Marubeni Corporation, G.R. number 137377. This landmark case was decided by the Supreme Court of the Philippines on January 20, 1999. Let's dive right into it. Facts. In 1991, the United States military forces withdrew from the Subic Bay Naval Base. Congress then passed Republic Act No. 7227, which created the Subic Special Economic and Freeport Zone. Section 12 of RA 7227 granted various tax and duty incentives to businesses and residents within the SSS. Executive Order No. 97A, issued by President Fidel Ramos, specified the area within which the tax and duty-free privilege was operative. The area covered by EO 97A was the secured area of the SSS, which was defined as the lands occupied by the Subic Naval Base and its contiguous extensions as embraced. Covered and defined by the 1947 Military Bases Agreement between the Philippines and the United States of America, as amended. Conrado L. Chiu and other residents of the SSS who were outside the secured area challenged the constitutionality of EO 97A, arguing that it violated their right to equal protection of the laws. Issue: whether or not EO 97A violates the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution. Ruling: the Supreme Court held that EO 97A does not violate the Equal Protection Clause. The court found that there were real and substantial distinctions between the circumstances obtaining inside and those outside the Subic Naval Base, thereby justifying a valid and reasonable classification. The court noted that the secured area was a fenced-in area that was heavily guarded by the military. It was also the site of major industrial and commercial activity. The court found that it was reasonable for the government to grant tax and duty incentives to businesses and residents within the secured area, in order to attract investment and promote economic development in the area. The court also found that the classification set forth by EO 97A was not limited to existing conditions. It was possible for residents of the SSS outside the secured area to avail of the same benefits by moving into the secured area. Significance: the Chiu case is an important precedent on the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution. It establishes that the government may validly classify people into different groups and grant different benefits to different groups, as long as the classification is reasonable and is germane to the purpose of the law. The Chiu case also shows that the government has a wide discretion in determining the scope of tax and duty incentives that it may grant. The government may grant tax and duty incentives to certain areas or groups of people in order to promote economic development or achieve other public policy goals. That's all for this episode. What do you think about the topic? Feel free to comment and suggest what topic you want us to discuss on the next video. Stay tuned for more legal insights in our future episode. Remember, understanding landmark case helps us comprehend the intricacies of our legal system. See you next time. Like and subscribe.